The main purpose of the financial reports is to provide information about the health of the company to shareholders, stakeholders, and other interested parties. The report includes balance sheets, income statements, and cash flow statements. One of the most obvious reasons that there is a need for cutting the clutter is because it makes it easier for the report users to understand the information that is presented to them, allowing them to make decisions more easily based on this information. If there is a clutter present in annual reports, it makes it very difficult for users to understand and assess the company due to the large volume of information that's included. Financial reports may include a lot of technical jargon and irrelevant disclosures that investors may not understand, and this makes the reports hard to follow and worthless for some of the users. If the clutter was cut, the financial reports would prove to be much more beneficial in assisting the investors in assessing the company health, and then in turn making proper decisions about the company. There are many different strategies that firms can use to declutter the financial reports. Some of these will include the exclusion of immaterial or irrelevant financial reporting disclosures that have accumulated over time. This would remove any irrelevant information and would also make the report shorter. A disclosure is immaterial if the omission of it will not influence economic decisions that are made by the users relying on the information. Preparers of the financial report should avoid the use of jargon or technical terms and focus on the use of plain English to increase the understanding for a wider range of users. A UK company called ITP PLC have put text boxes throughout their financial reports, and these are used to simply explain any technical disclosures that are included in the reports, so people who may not understand the words have a brief understanding. And they can also reorder the notes to your financial statements to group them into categories, which will make them easier to understand and easier for the readers to find them by using the index. If there's an increase in the usability of the reports, which will allow the users to navigate and follow the reports with ease through the use of effective labeling, referencing, and indexing. Less is more means that something that is less complicated is often better understood and more appreciated. So in the context of financial reporting, it means that the less complicated the information presented in the financial reports is, the more users will understand and be able to make informed decisions about the information. So I do agree with this concept because if the information in the financial reports is simplified, it will allow the users of the information to make more informed decisions because they now will fully understand what everything means in the report and not just assume that they know. And if there is too much complex information, the user will not know where to begin in the report and may not fully understand the jargon and technical terms used, and this will mean that they won't be able to make the correct decisions regarding the performance of the company. I don't believe that all external users fully understand the financial reports. Some users may not have the basic knowledge in the accounting and finance field that allows them to be able to understand the terminology that the report contains. The reports have such a large volume of information, and any investors may struggle to find an appropriate place to even begin in the reports. So in order to make the performance of the company more easily identified, I think each section of the report could have a brief summary, maybe to explain what the figures and tables in each section actually means in plain English. Another way that the performance could be easily communicated is rather than just sending out a big financial report that has a large content, maybe a brief summary could be produced, just including the vital points and excluding any technical terminology that any average person may not understand due to them not having a background in accounting and finance. I think this would make it much easier for them to be able to make decisions regarding the information that's presented to them, and then maybe if they'd still like to look at the actual financial report, they still could and pick out information from that also.